Hey, VC here. I'm gonna show you a video of the 2018 Yosemite Cycling Camp. I put on a cycling camp every year after Mother's Day, but before Memorial Day, here in Bass Lake, California. We get to ride actual Yosemite. We ride in the surrounding areas. Food is covered, housing is covered, riding is covered. It's awesome, it's amazing. You get here, I take care of everything. Now the camp takes a lot of work to put on, and so I didn't like story, I didn't take a picture, I didn't film anything. I had Jeff of Big Vegan Jeff. He has his own YouTube channel. Awesome dude. He flew out from Colorado to be the designated vlogger of this trip. So I'm gonna show you his video. It's his edit. I can't take any credit for any of this, all right? So he put it together. He put a lot of work into getting all the footage and trying to pull this all together, and it's not gonna be on his channel. It's on my channel. So please give him some love because he's gonna actually do extended versions of each day on his channel. So if you wanna know more about the Yosemite Day, if you wanna know more about the gravel day, you can go check out his channel, link below, also at the end of the video. I do wanna say though that I had some awesome sponsors. SP2, the spirulina company that I'm just a huge fan of. They sent a ton of spirulina for camp and set it all up. We had a smoothie bar, sort of like sponsored by them, and so guys were making awesome smoothies and getting hooked on the spirulina. Eliel, you almost can't do this camp without them. You can't do the camp without them. Their van, their SAG van, and the support they offer is unreal. SIS provided a ton of gels and kind of on the bike nutrition as well as Cranked Naturals provided a lot of the hydration. A lot of support for this camp. The campers were amazing, and I really hope you enjoy the 28 version of this, edited solely by Big Vegan Jeff. So please check him out. And if you're interested for 2019, it will sell out. Registration will open around October to December, somewhere in there. And the pricing is based on your privacy level, on what kind of room you want. So we have bunk beds for super cheap, like it's like 4 bunk beds in one room. We also have private rooms if that's something more of your take. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoy this video. Jeff has killed it, dude. Check him out. Thank you so much, and hope to see you at 2019 Yosemite Cycling Camp.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm here to tell you guys all about the Yosemite Cycling Camp with the vegan cyclists, which just happened recently, which was so dope. 6 thumbs up. But rather than just leave you at that, I want to bring you guys along day by day so you can really see just how awesome it was. So let's start with day 0. This was a travel day for everyone, and there was just under 30-ish people, including the riders, mentors, and helpers. And people flew in from all over the world to come to this place, so this was a time for everyone to get settled and build up their bikes. A bunch of us arrived early, so after Austin and Chaz built up our bikes, which was super cool, we went for a chill ride around Bass Lake, which was, as expected, super not chill as soon as we hit some climbs.
Just nice and easy, is that right, Chaz?
Yeah, it should be easy.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous because he's putting Scratch Lab in his bottles, 2 bottles for this little, short little ride, but yeah.
But at any rate, after we rode, we all went back to the main cabin to meet everyone else who showed up later. We finished building some bikes, and then we ate the first of many super epic meals prepared by Kristen, which is Tyler's wife, and Heather, which was Chaz's wife.
Heather, what have you been doing all day today?
I've been cooking in the kitchen, chopping up all the veggies and potatoes and just cooking away.
You gotta sample your food, man. When you're cooking your food, if you don't taste it along the way, it's just a total crapshoot. So we're gonna taste the broccoli. It's quite not done yet. I probably have some broccoli in my teeth. Quite not done yet, and maybe a little more seasoning. But dude, we're coming together. Check this out. Potatoes, veggies, Boom. Dinner number 1, just about done.
After feasting, we called it an early night because the next day was the main attraction, Yosemite. The Yosemite ride on Thursday was the first official ride, and it was a monster for sure. We did a little over 86 miles and about 8,200 feet of climbing, and some of the best views I've ever seen from a bike. We had to take a bus into Yosemite to start the ride though, so we all got up early to pack the bikes in the allele van and into the cars. We had a kick breakfast of smoothies, porridge, hash browns, breakfast burritos, and fruit, and everything was vegan all week. After breakfast, we got on the bus. James managed to spill his entire bag all over the road, and then we set sail for Yosemite. We got all our stuff ready, and everybody was super stoked.
What's the current stoke level?
Pretty high.
Good. So what's today looking like?
A little chilly. A lot of climbing, a lot of descending. Yeah.
The day started with a long climb, and we split into A, B, and C groups. Tony took the C's and left first, the B's and I left second and rode tempo, and then the A's left last and they just drilled it. So it's worth mentioning now that this whole trip was supported by the Allele Sag Wagon, Allele, the clothing company from San Diego, California, and they had Jordan, Toffer, and Lexi, who took turns driving and then riding, and then Toffer was also busy taking the steeziest photos all week long. It was awesome. We all regrouped at the top of the first climb for some fluids and some snacks, and then descended through tunnel view, which was incredible. I thought I was dead and had went to heaven because the view was just out of this world.
We just got out of tunnel view. This is what it looks like when you die and go to heaven. I'm pretty sure I got hit by a car. Awesome. What do you think of that view, man?
It doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Bro, that descent, that view,
Pretty gnar, right?
that was so sick.
I mean, when you first see this for the first time, it's hard to like know anything and better, dude. This is
Even for the second time.
yeah. I know. I mean, like once you first see it, like right when you come around that turn, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
We then had a short descent into Yosemite Valley, which was like walking around New York City for the first time, except instead of garbage and taxis and buildings, we had trees and bikes and massive rock formations. Toffer did some photo work for Tyler's new kit design with Allele. Then we had an epic lunch with views of the Yosemite Falls, El Capitan, Half Dome, and then we started the long climb from the valley up to Glacier Point, which was hot, exposed, super long, and painful, since pretty much everybody gassed themselves on that very first climb.
Austin, on a scale from your 5th grade science teacher to Angelina Jolie, what are the views looking like?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. So where does that sit? Like that?
Above Angelina.
That's off the charts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, hit me with it.
So it is, it's the elements kit, right? Cycling is my element. And so this is earth, we have wind, we have fire, we have water. This has like elevation lines, and then we also have water lines, and we have fire, like waves, and then we have some wind. It's so sick. So sick.
But that view from Glacier Point was like being reincarnated and then dying and going to heaven all over again, because it was just insanity. Like the views were unlike anything I've ever seen. It was so good. We then had a super long-ish descent of about 20 miles back to the bus stop, and mostly everybody was toast. I started cramping.
I just put my foot down here in the parking lot, and then instantly my quad was just like, boop, nope. So I just sat down here quick. Thankfully, a few of the guys helped me off my bike, but dude, that was an epic descent.
Right? I mean, the whole ride's epic, but that descent is, it's good stuff.
The ladies prepared another amazing feast of vegan burritos and sides. We all ate, hung out on the porch telling war stories of the day, and then we went to bed. Day 2 was a chill day if you wanted it to be. The plan was to do a skills clinic in the morning and then a 27-ish mile ride around Bass Lake. Dustin from Crank Naturals and the Allele crew and I went over to Tyler's house first, where there exists a small herd of dogs and kittens. We grabbed some supplies and breakfast platters and then headed over to the main house for breakfast.
All right, welcome back. It's day 2. So feeling still a little bit stiff from yesterday, but today's not gonna be as intense, thankfully. A lot of skills clinics, stuff like that, but we're just getting everything going. We got the Allele van here. Let's take a peek inside. Lexi.
Hi.
Dustin.
What's going on?
Jordan.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. All right, day 2, breakfast. Got the oatmeal platter. Loaded oatmeal. Some more breakfast burritos. More fruit, pineapple, bloobs.
After breakfast, we all went to the local tennis courts to practice some skills and drills. So we did a slalom drill to practice getting that outside foot down. Then we did some bump drills to simulate bumping into someone in a tight group and then not freaking out. And then we also did some tight turn drills around the tennis nets. And we then rode over to do a few repeats on this short descent near the house.
Man, it's super hot right now. But now we're doing a descending drill, so taking all that tight cornering and stuff and applying it to some little twisty sections. I'm off. I'm gonna do a little bit of photos as people come down. We're gonna go up and down 5 or so times, 5 different takes.
After the drills clinic, we stopped back at the cabin for a quick snack and then set out on the chill group ride. The route took us through some rolling hills around Bass Lake. The pace was super chill, and it was nice to just socialize with everybody and catch up and meet people we hadn't met before. We stopped briefly at this place called Bandit Town, and then Toffer took some killer shots as per usual.
Now that Chaz finally has some street cred, he gets to model the next Allele kit. All right, so we just left the little sheriff town, little attraction center, so now we're at a little coffee stop, this place right here en route. And then coming up, I think, is the climb challenge. But people are gonna fuel up here, get that caffeine. Lexi, so you're the first woman up.
Oh gosh.
How do you feel? QOM.
QOM, yeah. Only QOM.
Good. Well, congratulations on your victory. All right, so the rivals. So I know everyone wants to know. Guys, lay it on me. What was the pecking order?
So it was Chaz and Tyler rolled in together, and then Dustin and him rolled in. He beat me for sure.
Ooh.
And then Jordan and I rolled in.
It was a good climb. Tyler did a good job, but I blew his time out of the water for the KOM, so. It's good to be a champion. Good to be a champion right there. That's where it's at.
We had another awesome home-cooked meal of broccoli, potatoes, French bread, and pasta. We chilled on the porch for a bit and then finished the night off with a presentation by Coach Tony, which quickly turned more into an open Q&A, which was also good because everyone got to ask him super specific questions that was relevant to, their own cycling and stuff. So it was very individualized, and that was cool too. Day 3 was the Grizzly Loop, which was a little over 70 miles and just shy of about 8,000 feet of climbing.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So we're on day 3. So it's supposed to be a tough day today. Super long climb. It's going to be really hot. It's going to be a good day, but we're just at Tyler's house now, getting the Allele van loaded up with all the breakfast and stuff, and then we're going to head up and meet everybody. But let's check out what's going on in the Allele van. Lexi,
Yeah.
how does it feel to be the fastest woman in the van?
That's the third time you've asked me that.
Is the fame getting to your head yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Still got a lot of work to do to keep up with Chaz.
Is Chaz the fastest woman at camp? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Dang. And check me out, I just got promoted into one of the allele kits. This is the wind element. Tyler's got fire. Then there's two Tonys. Tony Wolf is in the earth one, and the other Tony is gonna be in the water kit. Looking pretty sharp though, look at this.
So Tyler and Allele revealed all 4 of the new element kits, which were super cool, and then did some photo work with Toffer on the ride. We saw some burnt forest, which was actually really neat. It was a bit surreal, and then had an amazing lunch with another unbelievable panorama view of the Sierra Mountains.
Dude, so how's camp going so far?
It's amazing, man. It's so amazing. We have such a good group of guys. When you have 23 randos from all over the world, the chances of you having some total douchers is pretty high. But we have no, I mean, everyone here is so awesome. Except for Chaz. But,
After lunch, we had a nice little group descent followed by the Grizzly climb, which was about 13.63-ish miles and gained 2,268 feet of climbing.
Fine, I gave it.
Any words between those pants?
Take a picture before
No, you're good, buddy.
just send it all the way home.
And after that, we had a super epic and twisty descent all the way back to the house. We came back home to a gourmet feast of vegan tacos and burritos, which are my favorite, so that was sick, with sides all prepared by the ladies. Everyone hung around and told war stories again, as per usual, typical post-ride thing. We did some laundry, Toffer edited photos, and then we finished the day off with a massage. Legit body work by 3 massage therapists that Tyler hired to come to the house for several hours. Everybody loved it. It was amazing. The last day was a sneaky little ride. On paper, it didn't look too bad, but the first bit was steep as, and then there was about 2,500 feet of climbing on a dirt road back to that same twisty descent from the day before. But we started off with another winner of a breakfast. It was pancakes, waffles, and hash browns, fruit. People could make smoothies if they wanted to. All the stuff was there. The SB2 spirulina pods were available, and it was awesome. And then we rode out.
Christine, what's going on with those sunglasses inside?
It's so smoky for some reason it's burning my eyes. Not super cool, so I wear my sunglasses inside.
All right, Daryl, give me a score. Final day breakfast.
Oh, this is delicious. This is delicious waffles.
What'd you go for?
Waffles with blueberries, like coconut whipped cream, and that was it. I skipped the potatoes because I don't want to eat too heavy because we got a big day.
And overall, how are you feeling on the last day?
I'm a little sore. I didn't get to ride as much as I wanted before camp, but I'm feeling good. I had the massage last night, and that was awesome.
Just made it to this sick waterfall. Look at this.
We stopped for a bit at this cool little waterfall and then had an epic lunch at this mountain prairie. After lunch, we tackled the dirt climb, which was a lot of fun because it wasn't too bad. You know, just some big rocks here and there, but it was easy to avoid, and you know, the risk of a puncture I think was pretty low. So we did that and then went down the super sick descent again and then headed back to the main house. Everyone got cleaned up, started packing their bikes, and then the ladies got a well-deserved break because we went over to the local restaurant at Bass Lake and had dinner and drinks. Tyler said some nice things about everyone and then gave all the campers a flannel shirt with a little finisher badge, which was cool. We took one last photo at the lake, and then Chaz reminded everyone how super awesome and super humble he is. So who wins at camp?
Wait, do I have bacon in my tea?
Let's see.
No? We're good?
Who's the winner?
Really? Like, with the camp, just riding, period?
Even thinner.
I mean, okay, well, I'll just be real with me.
The pro one.
Yeah. All right, Chaz, so who's the most awesome at camp?
Okay, that's a different question. That would be me.
Yeah.
All right, Chaz. So, who has the nicest legs at camp?
Right? Hopefully they have them available. Sweet.
Okay, that one, Tony Wolf answered, depends, but probably me.
All right, Chaz, who has the nicest bike at camp?
There's a lot. Hands down, me.
Using only your fingers and thumbs, give me a rating for camp.
Way higher than the 1 minute power. Is that even out on the road?
Like that?
How are we reading that? How do we read it?
Super big. Super big.
Well, thanks for sharing this experience with us. Camp was some of the best times I think I've ever had on a bike, and the views were super awesome. Food was amazing. The whole experience, everything was so sick. I couldn't recommend it enough. If you're even like vaguely thinking about it for next year or whenever you guys are watching this, just stop thinking about it. Just do it. You will not regret it. It was so much fun. A quick shout out and thank you to Heather, Kristen, Leanne for all the awesome cooking they did. Chaz, Tony, Tyler for putting everything on behind the scenes. The Allele crew, which was super fun, super awesome to just take all your junk and throw it in the van, you know, not have to carry so much stuff. Dustin and Crank Naturals for all the nutrition and the protein, and everything was plant-based, which was super awesome. Also to Aaron Chansey, Trey Kinkred, and Matt Sappington for some extra GoPro footage, and Toffer the man for the sickest photos. I'll put Toffer's info here on the screen somewhere, so go ahead and check out his work because he's awesome. If you guys want to see extended vlogs of each day, you can find those on my channel, Big Vegan Jeff. Thanks again for watching. Leave a thumbs up and a comment below, and...
as always, vegan cyclists!
Yeah!